when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give is to Miller. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Punt is on its way. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Manning. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. Defense showing blitz here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really good looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning on the Jets. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Russell. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try to keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
This time he's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
To the air, it's Manning. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Rides to back and leaves it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Tight end now in motion. Rides to back on the option, the give. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll run it from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. To the air, it's Russell. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wingo. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw again. On the move to his left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
From the gun, running back on the move. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line.
Wide open spaces.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
The give is to Miller. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Defense looks like they're coming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Young. He's loose. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, or at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Manning. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Scanning the field, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Young. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback keeper. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the option. There he goes. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Might as well give it to him again. On the move at the 30. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Alabama quickly back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It's good, and that was dead solid purpose. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Single back quarterback formation, and they give it to him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the ground, he's got it again. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. It's a seam wide open. Got the first down and more. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Love the play call on offense because they were expecting in a 3rd and long situation for the defense to be expecting pass. Just not a lot of defenders close to the line of scrimmage, and so that made it easy pickings for the running back.
And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Second down coming up. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He's got it. First down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm down on the throw.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quick strike complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Texas.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Across the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. On the move, it's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? You keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. On the ground. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Pressure coming. That's reeled in. It's Wingo. Turns it on in midfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quick release by the QB. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Head into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking, we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. There we go. Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to...
Trying to get it in. Touchdown time. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And he puts through the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Texas, 38, Alabama, 26.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it.
There's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point in the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.